Very good. So, we'll go ahead and taxi up there,
Okay.
and then I'll make the call up there. Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
All right. Now, before you make your call, though, let's look at your pre-takeoff checklist.
Okay. Flaps are 0 to 10. We'll leave them at 0.
Okay.
Mixture, best power, which it is. Auxiliary fuel pump off, which it is. Transponder altitude, which it is.
Yep.
Heading bug. What do you want? The wind?
I usually plug in the runway.
The runway?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and put it on 04.
Okay.
Trying to be perfect. Okay, 04. Doors, windows. Okay. Doors are shut. Go ahead and shut our windows. Okay.
All right. Looks like everything's closed and shut now.
Yep. Landing light on. So we'll take off taxi and put on landing.
Yep.
Strobes as required.
Cool.
Time. Note.
2200 actually right there.
2200. Okay. And brakes, I'm not going to release them yet.
Okay.
Sure, that thing's still going. Cool. All right, so Peter and night traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie, departing runway 4, departure to the southeast.
That's fine with me if you want. Now, where do you want to depart? Do you want to depart off the crosswind or do you want to depart off the downwind? It's your preference.
Last time we did the crosswind.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and just do crosswind again.
Yep, cool. So by setting this to the runway heading, when we get out there and we turn, and basically it'll be right here. You'll have a heading of about 130.
Okay.
And this will be off to your 9 o'clock position. You'll know that you made a perfect 90-degree turn.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Then we can kind of figure out what the wind is doing if we need to adjust for it to get the ground track that we actually want. Okay.
Got it, man.
Cool.
Would you mind just holding the brakes for one quick second?
Yep.
I want to pull my seat just a little bit further forward.
Okay. I should have said no, I don't mind holding the brakes.
Yeah.
But I said yep. Sorry.
That's all right. All right, I have the brakes.
You have the brakes.
Okay, so I'm going to make the radio call. Peter, night traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie, departing runway 4, departure to the southeast, Peter O.
Cool. Get rocking and rolling. Go ahead and get those out of the way.
Yes, sir. All right. Full throttle, 2400, oil pressure. I'm ready to go.
All right. So we're going to lean into the wind a little bit like this right here.
Okay.
And then as we start to build that speed, the controls will be more effective. We don't want to tip the airplane up, but we want to start kind of working back and kind of taking some of that pressure off so that we continue to track just straight ahead on the runway center line.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay.
And you, of course, use the rudder to keep the nose pointed exactly where you want it to.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
Keep that deflection in there. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. All right, engine information looks correct. Airspeed is alive.
Airspeed alive.
And pull back. Yep. There it is. Now, if the airplane wants to weather vane into the wind, that's okay. You can let it kind of, point itself into the wind as long as we have the proper ground track to kind of fly along the runway center line.
That's it.
You could always do the side slip method, but it's better just to let it go into the crab. I don't know why people are always closing these things. You got air on you?
I'll worry about it in a bit.
Okay. All right, whenever you're ready to turn, go ahead and turn it and call it.
Peter, night traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie, turning crosswind, runway 4, departing the pattern to the southeast. Peter. Was that alright?
That was perfect.
Inverness traffic, Cherokee 161, turning right downwind for 01. This will be full stop, Inverness.
And give yourself a 130 heading.
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Traffic, Cessna 150, turning left downwind, runway 5, running.
Yeah. All right, pitch power trim. Let's do that first then. Get that nose down. Remember, about 3 fingers from the dash to the horizon. All right, and just kind of hold that pressure in there. Is the power set where you want it?
Yeah, 2200.
All right. Take more power out, actually.
A little bit
all the way out. All the way out right now. We're up at 1200 feet.
Oh, sorry, okay.
Bring it all the way out, and we're going to dive because we never quite got to our crosswind heading. 130. So remember, we want this off to our side like that, off to our 9 o'clock position.
Yes.
All right.
You said that, I apologize.
That's okay. So here we go. Here's, I got about 3 fingers from the dash to the horizon.
Yeah.
Now get that power to come back in.
150, we're at 1500.
All right, cool. So once the power's where you want it, get your pitch where you want it. You see how we're wanting the nose up? Push the nose down. Push, 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 push. Do not use this yet.
Okay.
Push. Just push.
Okay.
Push it. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. There you go. There's your 3 fingers right there, right?
Yeah.
Now use the trim to relieve that pressure that you have.
Runway 01, Inverness. And Venice traffic, 757.
There you go.
We got that 150.
That's better, right?
Yeah.
And you just kind of monitor it. You see if it still wants to climb, if you maybe need to add that pressure back in. And if you like where it's balanced and then it starts to climb again, well, you could make a power adjustment. You could reduce the power if you felt like, you know, you were happy with the way it was otherwise.
Traffic, Cherokee 161 turning final for 01, full stop, Inverness.
All right, go ahead, turning back to a heading of 130. Cool.
And Venice traffic, 757 Hotel Tango is on a wide left base for 05 Venice.
Okay.
All right.
We're about trimmed. Throttle is good at 2200.
Okay.
Still climbing just a little bit.
Yep. What you'll find is that as the airplane builds speed, it starts to climb again because it's generating more lift and thus, or more thrust, more lift, all that kind of stuff. So sometimes you have to really kind of wait it out to see if you've got the airplane trimmed up. It's not something that happens real quick. That's why you got to keep that pressure in there to let that airspeed build.
All right.
And there's, you know, we're going to get some of that little bounce around kind of air stuff, those little air pockets. That's fine. That's not what what I'm worried about. I just want to see that you got an idea of, that you want to aviate, navigate, communicate is the sequence. So aviate, basically first fly the airplane, navigate, then make the airplane go where you want it to go, and then the last thing is communicate. And that's, tell everybody what you're doing. So making sure that, the airplane is right side up and you're not going to bust in the airspace, and then you can turn it where you want to go, and then you can tell people what you're doing.
Okay. Oh,
cool.
Wow. That's good now.
Now you're good, huh?
All right.
All right, so we got these towers right in front of us, so we'll go ahead and turn out a little bit more out this way here. You can just put me on a south heading, probably.
Okay.
Hotel Tango is about a half mile final of 05.
All right, cool. So, do you see anything that you could use as a visual reference to show me how to do the crab and how to do the side slip kind of function?
Yeah, let's go ahead and use this road over here to our 12 o'clock.
All right.
It looks like it has some type of tan reflection on that building there.
Okay. So, yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Let me go ahead and get a little closer, and I'll get kind of lined up with the.
No problem.
One of the biggest problems I had last time that we flew is I kept looking inside, and I'm trying my best this time to just focus on my sight picture.
Very good.
That's what, yeah, it happened like 5 or 6 times. You called me out on it. It's one of the things, man. You just
yes,
gotta.
It is. Yes, it is. Yeah, we call it, fixation, and whether you're fixating outside or inside, you could actually do either one. It could be a bad thing. Now, generally speaking, if you're looking outside, you're not going to have to worry about.
You up.
Yes, sir.
I've got you on TIS. We're heading back in right now. We're about to make our 10-mile call.
Okay, I think I see you also. You're about 1,000 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll stay on the. We're just going to fly south over 301 right here.
All right, I just got you in, so there will be no taxi behind you.
Got some birds right ahead of us.
Yeah, there's some birds right about my position.
Is your plane screaming traffic at you yet?
No, not yet.
This is him right here.
I see him.
River traffic to Victor, about 8 miles over south.
I don't see it.
Into land, runway 09. Peter 9 traffic, Skyhawk 728, 10 miles to the southeast, inbound runway 4, Peter 9.
This is kind of crazy when I can't see him like this here.
Yeah.
Oh well, he's going to go behind us. There's no factor. He's like over us now. But
yeah.
All right, let's get ourselves back up to 1,000 feet. So we'll trade some of that airspeed for altitude.
Okay.
And we'll just whoop like this right here.
There you go. If it's less than 200, just use the elevator to control it, right?
You got it. So get back up here, and you can make sure it's that you're tracking and it's trimmed and all that kind of stuff. And show me the crab method.
Okay. All right, we're at 900. Would you like me to go up to 1,000 first, or?
900 is fine if it feels like it's trimmed, pretty well.
Okay. Let me see. Add a little bit. Okay, so the wind is 080, which is from.
Well, maybe it is.
Well,
because we're a little bit of a distance away from the airport right now. We're also 1,000 feet higher than that windsock was back at the airport. So it's hard to say for sure that the wind's going to be the same. But
right.
It looks like you're doing a great job. You're tracking like a 1. You were like 182. Now you're 184. This is great. Now show me the side slip method.
Okay, so side slip. We're going to continue to crab here into the wind, and then we're also going to do some right rudder.
All right.
And that's going to. Go ahead and bank a little bit more.
Victor, about 4 miles away from the airport, to the south.
Yeah, go ahead and lean it a little bit more.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
And a little bit right rudder. So now we've got, it's staying pretty steady right here, right?
Yes.
And it looks like we're tracking a 188. So that's good enough. That's close enough. It's pretty much about what your gauge is showing right there too. So awesome. Cool.
Okay.
All right. That's great. Go ahead and turn me to the north. To the left or to the right is your choice.
Okay. We'll go ahead. You know what?
What's that?
I'm gonna go ahead and turn and Bank, we'll go left.
Okay. Make sure there's nobody over there.
Yep.
All right.
Tilt the wing a little bit.
Yep,
and go
let's
ahead.
do it. All right. In fact, actually give me a heading of 060.
060, okay.
Yep. All right, cool. So these ground reference maneuvers need to be done between, I believe it's 600 and 800 feet above ground level.
Okay.
All right? So that being said, the ground out here is about 100 to 150 something in that range feet above sea level. Okay. So we want to be somewhere between technically like a 700 and 900 feet AGL, or 900 feet MSL. Excuse me. But because I'm kind of a sissy when it comes to this here, no, I want to be 1,000 feet. I want to have as much altitude as I can conceivably get away with for these maneuvers. So we're going to stay at about 1,000 feet for these maneuvers, and that will allow for some fluctuation and also to be safe. But do you remember the speech checklist? SPEACH?
I do not.
Okay, I couldn't remember if we've talked about this or not before, but here's my pre-maneuver checklist.
Okay.
S, switches. So we make sure that at the very minimum we have our beacon, our landing light, and our strobe light on.
Yes, we do.
If you want to turn the other lights on, that's fine too, but at the very minimum we want those three on.
I turned nav on too.
Okay, so we got our switches on. P, power. Power is going to pretty much be set right where it is because this is a cruise maneuver.
Okay.
All right.
10 miles to the east,
so that's good.
For the airport.
E, emergency landing site. Especially when we're doing these low to the ground maneuvers, we always want to have an emergency landing site picked out. So do you see anything out this way here that looks like it will be a really good emergency landing site?
I like this flat land right in front of us. You could almost imagine this is 2 runways here.
Yeah, well we do have a lot of stuff right here, but actually as I'm looking at these here...
I'm currently midfield right down 14, I'm looking for him.
I'll be looking for you too, thanks. I'm sorry, did you call from 52 Charlie?
No, I'm talking to Aeromed.
Okay, as I'm looking at these fields, they're like crop rows, so we've got like grooves, so we wouldn't want to land on those, but you see this over here?
Oh.
Do you see those big open fields?
Yes.
I like those, so let's head over there.
Okay.
All right.
Sure, I'm just going to bank over there.
Cool. This is actually a sod farm.
Are you going to go east side or west side?
It almost looks like a runway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to take the west side of the island up.
All right, I appreciate it.
This is awesome.
Right, cool. So anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of good open fields out here. So, so again, switches, power, E, emergency landing site. So we've got an area right out here that we'll try and do the maneuver over. So we're always close to, especially like I said, when we're close to the ground, we want to be over a spot where we can be doing these maneuvers safely or have an emergency landing site easily accessible.
Yep.
A is altitude. So I spell speech with an A, not with 2 E's, right? So SPEA is our altitude. If we had an altitude bug, like some of our airplanes have, we would set it at 1,000 feet as a reminder. But we'll just talk about it that we're going to do this maneuver at 1,000 feet.
Got a white Skyhawk at 2,300.
C is our clearing turns.
The field going to enter a left downwind for runway 5, Venice traffic.
Turn them down. So C is clearing turns. But as far as clearing turns, we typically do a 90-degree turn, like to the left, and then a 90-degree back to the right, or 90 degrees to the right, back to the left.
Okay.
So we're going to, the first maneuver we're going to do is the turns around a point.
Awesome.
Do you see anything out this way? And actually, let's do this here. We'll kind of come out this way a little bit.
Okay, sure.
So you can look out your window. Is there anything in this field or the closely surrounded area that you see that you like as a point, if you will, to do your turns around?
Yeah, there's an intersection here of there's this small waterway.
Yeah.
And it goes up to where there's some green trees.
Okay.
And if you just follow those trees kind of to the left a little bit, there is an intersection.
There's an intersection there.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's going to be that. So as far as the wind, because remember we want to enter on the downwind.
Yeah.
Right. Where is the wind coming from? Well, we don't necessarily know for sure.
No, we don't.
If we were to look around, we could see if there's any smokestacks.
Yes,
see if there's any fires going. I don't see anything back this way. Here.
I see some there's some smoke off to our left hand side.
Yep.
8 o'clock. It looks like it's blowing the opposite.
So do you think it's going? The wind's coming from the east, going to the west?
Let's see. Right now we're
headed east.
We're heading east. So I would say it looks like it's going west right now.
Okay. So we want to be going west when we start the maneuver.
Okay.
So do you see your intersection still?
Yeah, it's right here to our 10 o'clock.
Awesome.
This small paved road.
Awesome.
Where it meets the two waterways. You see that?
Yep. So let's keep going out this way here. We'll try and keep ourselves at about 1,000 feet.
Okay.
We'll give ourselves a little bit of time to get set up for the maneuver, right?
Awesome.
So how we're going to do that basically is we're going to come out here.
Okay.
We're going to make a U-turn. The 180-degree turn is sometimes a sufficient maneuver for clearing the area, if you will, okay? So right now, though, I'm looking around. I don't see any birds. I don't see any towers. I don't see any kind of obstacles that would prevent us from doing this maneuver. Okay, do you?
I do not currently, no.
Okay, whenever you're ready, let's have you do a 180-degree turn to the left, as long as it's good on the left.
Yep.
So if there's no traffic.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is go ahead and raise my left wing.
Okay.
A little bit.
Good.
And I'm going to check for traffic, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my 180-degree.
Well, let's do it.
180 degree. Okay, so we're at 10.
Venice traffic, White Skyhawk, left downwind for runway 5. I'll extend the downwind for your departure, Venice traffic.
All right, cool. So as we come back around this way here, we're still looking. Does it look like there's anybody around? I'm not seeing anything.
Nope.
Cool. So do you see your intersection?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. So position yourself however far or however close you would like to that intersection.
Okay. I'm just going to go out here a little bit more.
Okay.
And then, yeah, okay. All right, so we're at 1,000. Good.
All right, cool.
I'm going to go ahead and straighten out.
Looks like there might be just a few birds over here. I don't think it's going to be an issue because I think we're going to go past them. Yep.
I see them out
All
there.
right, cool. So having done SPEAC, now we need H is our heading bug. So I'm going to go ahead and bug this heading of basically west.
Okay.
All right. And this is where we're going to kind of start the maneuver, right? So here's your intersection.
Yes, right here.
Look at your approximate distance and do those that 4 pieces of the pie kind of thing.
Here we go. All right.
Okay.
The beam the intersection, we're going to be going our deepest turn here.
All right, and where are you going to approximately out this way here?
I'm going to try to line up with this small dirt patch over here.
All right, so use that bank angle to get you there and try and hold that 1,000 feet approximately. All right, and then as you come around here, where are you going to go for your next point?
Next, I'm going to try to go ahead and cover. Go on top of all the dirt, the dirt piles there.
All right, and just kind of keep turning for it. Keeping in sight, where your intersection is. It looks like it's staying in a good spot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is, again, where you'll have this shallow bank.
Yep. So that was medium. Now we're turning upwind.
Right, yep. And are you flying looks like you're flying over the point that you kind of selected, right?
Yeah.
So here's where we might be wings level for just a brief couple of seconds or whatever. All right. Now what do you see out there that you want to fly over?
Okay, right now I want to fly over, there's like a small little pond right over there.
All right, let's do it.
That actually might be a little bit farther out than I wanted.
Okay.
There's There's a little gray building over there.
Okay, let's do that.
This is going to be our shallowest.
Yep, it's going to be shallow, changing to medium.
Yep. Shallow to medium. Okay.
And now on this last portion, there's just a whole bunch of trees out there, so I'm not going to expect you to point out a particular tree or describe it, but just kind of look a distance where you think you might need to go, and let's fly to about that point.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright, our steepest here. Whew. Yeah, you can actually really feel how the...
You can feel how the wind is pushing you, right?
Yeah. You can really. Now that I've done one full circle, I can really feel the difference. Okay, so right now we're about right there.
Level off.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Awesome.
Again.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do is we'll go up this way here. Let's see if we can find. There's another intersection, if you will, out this way here. Let me take the controls.
You have the controls.
The controls. So I'm going to give you a little demonstration. So do you see that same little waterway thing that you were pointing out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's another little, like, where it kind of stops.
Yeah.
You know, there's like a little T intersection kind of thing.
I see it.
Right here, right?
Okay.
So we're going to come in a little bit closer and do the same thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just so you can see, you don't have to fly it very far out or anything like that.
Okay. Did I make that turn wide?
Well, just a hair.
Okay.
So right about here, I'm going to turn. I'm going to fly kind of over, kind of this, well, there's all these different buildings. They all look the same, so it's hard to describe them.
Yeah.
But kind of fly over that one right there. And then as I come, like right here, I'm going to probably fly kind of towards, between that pond, like over this gray field kind of thing, right?
Got it.
So the turn is just real minor. Real, almost like you can't even feel the change happening. Okay, if it's like you all of a sudden feel the airplane banking a whole lot or taking a whole lot of bank out, then you're kind of like turning and then straightening out, and turning and straightening out kind of thing, and that's what you don't really want to do.
Okay.
And so here's this point. Now I'm kind of flying over this way here. Again, I have a point. I can't really describe it to you, but I have an area that I'm looking to kind of fly over.
Okay.
And I'm just being real easy on the controls. I mean, I'm just kind of like hanging out here. Not that I'm being lazy, but I'm just ever so slightly manipulating the controles.
You're doing a good job, man. I can see that.
And as I come back around this way here, I'll be kind of like right about over the spot, as I was trying to get close to these power lines, and rolling out on the heading of west. So you did a great job on that first one. In fact, yours might look a little bit better than mine. I don't know. We'll see when we get back. But you can have the controls back.
All right, I have the controls.
You have the controls. When you're ready, go ahead and turn us to the south.
To the south. Okay.
But yeah, you don't have to do the maneuver real far away from your point or real close. You can do it either one, but picking something that's a medium distance, something to maybe about a mile or 3/4 of a mile from you, which you'll get the hang of, what that kind of looks like and stuff like that. But that's probably a more ideal distance.
Okay.
So maybe even half a mile. I don't know, actually, now that I think of it. All right, cool. So let's do this here. Let's do the S-turns. And now I want to turn out to the east, though.
Want to turn out to the east?
Yep.
Right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Looks like we're clear. Let's do it.
Yep. Clear.
So for the S-turns, we want a road that is perpendicular to the wind.
Yes.
So that we can enter on the downwind.
Okay, so we said that the wind is possibly coming from the west.
East. It's coming from the east, going to the west.
That's right.
So we want a road that's going to go north and south.
That's right.
So as you're going out this way to the east, I want you to look and see if you can find a north and south road or a tree line or something that you think will work.
Well, we can use what we have off to our right, to our 3 o'clock here.
That looks real good, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's
actually.
like a, it looks like a,
yeah, the road starts like right here.
Yes.
And it goes, whoop, it goes pretty good down there. So
like
that's what we'll use, all right?
Awesome.
So again, we'll kind of come out here, we'll do another like 180-degree turn and kind of come back to it, and that's where we'll start our S-turns.
Okay.
Okay? Do you have any questions about the maneuver?
We're going to enter on the downwind.
Yeah, that is correct.
Would you like me to turn left or right first?
When we start the maneuver, I'm going to have you go to the left first.
Okay. Do the left and then, then come back to the right.
And do the right.
Okay.
All right.
I think I'll go up here a little bit more, and then I'll go ahead and I'll bank right 180.
Very good.
I'm gonna just prop up the right wing here and just see if I can see anything going on.
And I don't see anything.
I don't see much.
All right, let's go ahead.
I think next time we fly, I'm gonna have some sunglasses on my face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, you get that west heading, great.
Okay, so let's see.
So your road is coming up. It's right over here.
Yes.
All
okay.
right. So just make sure you're kind of tracking this way here. So we've done our SPEACH because our heading bug is set right there.
Yep.
We did our clearing turns. There's still lots of fields out here, and not to mention we're going to be over a road, which could serve as an emergency landing site.
Yep, so here's the road coming up right now.
So here we go.
All right.
Cool, and look outside and think about what you want to fly over for your distance past the road. Look at your approximate distance from here to the road.
All right.
So this will start to change to a shallow turn, but just try and time that bank angle so that we're wings level just right over the road.
Okay. I'm a bit early.
Yep. So why do you think you did that?
I banked too sharply.
It was too sharp. You kind of went to a sharp and then to a medium and kind of held it in the medium. So here we go, over the road. Here, go with a shallow, just shallow, real shallow. Just like this right here.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. And then as we start, maybe like the edge of these dirt piles right here is where we're going to fly, right?
Okay.
So as we start to kind of come over them, then go to a medium.
Okay.
And as we continue that turn, start to go into a steep. Keep a little bit of back pressure in there so that altitude doesn't increase anymore. Yep. All right. Now just try and time the turn so that we're going wings level right over the road.
Oh man, gonna be close.
And boom. Okay.
All right.
Now steep turn. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Steep turn. Yep. And look at, probably where these trees, the big tall trees start, that's about the distance that we need on this side to match this other side.
Okay.
So then we would have a medium bank right here. And now we start to shallow that turn out. You still want to have a bank. It just doesn't, you don't want it to be a whole lot. You want to start like decreasing that rate of turn because your bank is going shallower and shallower.
Okay.
Now the road ends, but that's okay. We're going to continue this. We'll know approximately where we need to be.
We will be able to tell.
Yep. Take a little bit of that bank out. There you go. Just hold it right there. Don't go wings level just yet.
Okay. Yep.
There you go.
Okay,
Cool.
so wings are level and we're pretty much crossing it. Okay.
All right. You want to do it again?
I would like to, yeah. If you don't mind, I would.
Let's use the same road.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to turn around and we'll come back this way here. But this time I'll have you start to the right and we'll go back up.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
We'll turn right first and then turn left.
Yeah. So here you're going to do the 180-degree turn to the left.
Yes.
But then when you go over the road to the right and then come back to the left.
Got it.
All right. Whenever you're ready, let's do it. All right, you see that road?
I do.
Cool.
I do see it, yep. Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm going to just continue the maneuver here.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that was my fault. I switched it the wrong way.
That's all right. All right, so it's going to be the steepest.
That is correct.
Okay. What point? Oh. Still a little too sharp on that one.
That's all right. You started the turn a little bit later than, because we were distracted by the radios, but all right, cool.
That's true, actually.
Let's do it again.
If you, oh, man, I'm talking and I'm not concentrating.
Remember, shallow.
Yeah.
Shallow, medium, steep.
Okay.
You can see we're a lot closer to the road this time than we were on the second one. That's okay. We're just gonna, just keep doing the turn. You'll get the spacing later, you know. But I want you to get the feel for how you adjust the controls to keep that turn radius doing what you wanted to do.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I can tell.
Okay.
Emerson Charlie Alto, so 3 miles to the south, entry to runway 36, now exact.
Alright, straightening out.
Alright, let's do it again.
To the right?
To the right. Again, there's a tree line that basically extends the road. Even though the road ends, we'll know where where that line is.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So that was the steep, now it's the medium, and you start to, transition to the shallow. It's all about, transition from steep to medium, from medium to shallow.
I'm doing it a little bit too sharply. I can...
No.
No? Okay.
No, I think this is going to be good. So here is the road right here. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I know. I was looking at that one.
Now go ahead and turn to the left.
Okay.
Do you see the tree line back this way here?
Yeah, I do. Okay.
That's what we're looking for.
Left base runway 5, full stop.
Oh, we're doing shallow.
Temperature Charlie after so 2.
Ah, damn it. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, seriously, thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
How to get a piece of paper and cover all this, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right. That wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't too bad at all. So again, just like the turns around a point, if you cross over the road and you go to like a real steep, I'm saying like 45 degrees, whatever, right?
Yeah.
If you go to real steep, then you'll have to go medium and shallow closer in, and then you can do this tighter S over the road. Whereas if you go and you kind of do a real smooth, go way out here, then you have to, when you're going on the second half, you have to stay in the wings level or just a very slight bank angle until you get far enough away. So you can do the maneuver. There's no right or wrong. You can do it real sharp, or you can do it real shallow and slow. It just one will take more time than the other one. Just like the turns around a point, you can do it real shallow, or you can do it closer in, where you have to be more of a steeper bank.
Like what you did.
Right.
Okay.
The thing, when you do a steeper bank, you have a little bit more tendency to drop in altitude. So you might have to, have a little bit extra back pressure or a little bit of extra power in there.
Okay.
Okay. All right, cool. So we've got, we've got time, really.
Yeah.
Let's do this here. Go ahead and take us up to 2,000 feet. 2,000
feet?
Yep.
Okay. So all we're gonna do is just increase power.
Yep.
Oh, full throttle for a climb.
Full throttle for a climb.
And we need right rudder. Okay.
Okay. And once you feel like you've got it trimmed to where it's in a happy climb, go ahead and turn me around to a heading of east.
While climbing?
While climbing.
Okay. Heading of east.
I'll go ahead and set your heading bug. There you go.
Contact check 706 Papa Alpha Extra, runway 5. Contact check.
So when we get to a heading of east, we'll pretty much be right at 2,000 feet. This is looking good. This is looking good. I want you to go ahead and get the airplane trimmed out, level, cruise configuration.
Okay.
You let me know when you're happy with the way the airplane's handling.
Okay. All right, we're at east.
Contact check 706 Papa Alpha, taxiing global via Foxtrot. Contact check.
I'd say we're okay there.
Okay, cool. So we're going to do something else, something that doesn't require as much, the ground conversation that we had about the S-turns and turns around a point.
Beach.
We're going to do, well, we don't have to, we can run through that thing also too, but we're going to do steep turns. Steep turns is 45 degrees. So we have 10, 20, 30 degrees, and then 60 over here. So somewhere in the middle, about between the 30 and the 60 is where we want to be for the 45 degree bank.
Okay.
All right. I'll give you an example. I'll do the demonstration and I'll let you do it. Okay. So my controls.
You have the controls.
My controls. So here we go. We're on this heading. This is great. I'm looking at those. There's solar panels.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I got
sure.
a reference point out there that I'm tracking towards. Here I am. I'm at 2,100 feet. That's fine. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look left. Make sure it doesn't look like there's anything here. Nothing showing up within a 5 mile radius.
Nope.
Nautical mile radius on the ADSB. So I'm going to go ahead and go like this here. I'm going to roll into the turn. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of power in there. and I'm going to roll right over to that 45 degrees of bank, and I'm going to go 1, 2, I'm going to give it two swipes of trim, maybe 3, something like that, and I'm going to look outside now and try and keep this same sight picture. I want to keep the horizon intersecting the dash wherever it is,
Right.
and I want to keep about the same bank angle look. Now, look at this. I can let go of the airplane because I've got it trimmed to just continue this flight, or this turn, right?
That's awesome, dude.
Yep. And as I come back around to my my point, I'm going to push forward a little bit and roll that turn out.
Okay.
All right. Look at that. Still 2,100 feet.
Nice.
Now that pressure that I need, like I'm still pushing because the airplane wants to climb. If I let go, woo, you feel how it wants to climb, right?
Yeah.
I can roll right over here into a right-hand turn.
Okay.
And I can eventually release that pressure, and you'll feel it. Now I have to give it a little bit more right rudder here.
Yeah.
Because of the turn. Now you can see how different it looks, right?
Yes.
The sight picture looks very different, but I'm still keeping about the same sight picture, letting the horizon intersect about where it needs to be. I went past the 45 degrees, sorry, but you know, not by much, right?
No.
So we'll come back around here, and again, it's just kind of doing its own thing.
Yeah.
And there are my solar panels, so I start that rollout and I push the nose forward. Now, if I do the maneuver and I hear a little bump kind of thing, that's your own wake.
Yes.
So I'll bring that trim and that power back.
Wow.
So this is the kind of maneuver that it is so tempting to look inside of here and fly the maneuver like this here. And you want to give yourself a little bit of like entry information, like, okay, how's my bank look, or how's my altitude look, that kind of thing. But you don't want to fly the maneuver in here. You want to fly the maneuver out here. So you kind of roll into it, get it started, and then you look out here and just try and keep it. And you can look in every once in a while and see if there's anything that feels odd, but if you feel like you're getting pressed into your seat, you're doing the maneuver just fine. Okay?
All right.
You ready to do it?
Yeah.
Your controls.
All right, my controls.
All right. So whenever you're ready, when we've cleared the area and stuff like that, let's go ahead and just give ourselves a little bit of power as you're, roll into it, squeeze in a little bit of power just so you hear the RPMs change. I'm not even really worried about how much RPMs it is, but just so you give yourself a little bit of RPM change, and then give yourself at least 2, maybe 3 swipes down, then I say gobs, if you will, like 1, 2, 3 of trim.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, so we're at 2,200, 2,200 feet.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Oh, man.
Cool. Just like that's good, yep. And then a couple of swipes of trim.
Oh. That was maybe too much.
Okay. So look outside.
Yeah.
And just try and keep the same sight picture. Keep the nose where it is, and keep the bank angle about the same. Don't let it slip out, yep.
Oh, that sun is horrible.
All right, here comes your point of approximately, kind of start to roll out and push that nose forward. There you go. We're going to take out a little bit of trim because you did have about 1 turn in there too much, probably.
Okay. Yeah,
all right.
I felt
now let's go ahead and roll into that next turn.
Okay, to the right?
To the right, yeah.
Okay, so now we're at 2,500.
That's fine.
That's
yep,
okay?
We'll do the turn here at 2,500.
Okay. No, we have the right power. Okay.
Now you don't have to push here. No, don't.
Oh, no?
No. Well, just to see what happens here. Just try and keep it the same sight picture right here.
I don't feel like I'm in my seat as much as when you did it.
Nope, because we're climbing.
Okay.
All right. So we'll go ahead and we'll finish the maneuver.
Yeah.
And we'll get the airplane trimmed up, leveled out, flying normal again, okay?
Oh, I feel it there a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow. All right.
All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Pitch the nose down.
Yeah.
Pitch, power, trim, right?
Pitch, power.
Keep that nose down. Keep that down. There you go. Yeah.
And get it trimmed out.
And get it trimmed.
Super
traffic for Stealth 557 Bravo Lima is departing the pattern to the west, Sebring.
All right, so an object in motion tends to stay in motion until acted upon by another force, right? Or an object at rest tends to stay at rest until acted upon by another force.
Yes.
All right, you still have a little bit of pressure in there? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Remember, just kind of keep that pressure in and then see if you can get that trim wheel to release that pressure from the stick, or from the yoke.
I'd say
cool.
right
that
here
feels pretty
good.
happy.
Okay.
All right. So the reason why you feel like you're getting pressed into your seat is because the airplane's turning, okay? It's changing. It's the same thing as doing like this right here, because you see how you feel like you get pressed into your seat?
Yeah.
So if the airplane is in a, we're going to say an unaccelerated climb, you're not going to feel like you're pushing into your seat.
No.
During those turns, we were actually climbing pretty much the whole time. We had this little spiral up kind of thing. It was slight, you know, but I think it's because maybe had a little too much power.
Yeah.
And maybe had a little too much trim. You just need to get a little bit of power, just to, hear about maybe about 100 RPM change. You just need to hear a change, and then you use that trim. Now that trim, if you get too much, will actually pick the nose up, and that's why we had that climbing turn. Okay.
Got it.
And so just kind of roll it over. So be rolling over. Give it a little bit of power, then do 2 swipes of trim, and see if it just keeps the airplane and just kind of pushes you into your seat a little bit and gets that turn going around.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
We're up at 2,900 feet. Let's do it again.
Okay. You left or to the right?
We're going to go to the left first.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. So roll into it. Okay, keep that roll coming in. There's the RPM change. That's fine. Keep that roll coming in. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. And then right here, there you go. Now keep that roll over to 45 degrees. Awesome. Now look outside and keep that same sight picture. I know the horizon is a little obscured because of a little bit of haze out there and stuff, but
no, I can.
This is looking good.
I'm lining it up with the rivets on the cowling.
Awesome. Perfect. You feel how you're getting kind of pushed into your seat now, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is good. This is good. I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah, come on.
All right, here comes that heading, so go ahead and roll out, push the nose forward some. All right, cool, and just continue on into the right one. Roll it over to 45 degrees, yep, there's that rudder, good. All right, right here, yep, just kind of, now keep the same sight picture.
Yeah. Oh man. Climbing, I'm going down a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. It might have been because you might have had that forward pressure in a little bit too long. Yeah. But that's okay. The airplane will kind of stabilize out. Yeah. Let's just keep that turn coming around. Yeah.
I like the left turn one better.
Yeah. That's all right.
Oh man, I'm going down again. Damn it. Man, this is tough.
Okay. All right. Just kind of get back to normal flight, whatever.
Yeah. Wow. That's for me. That's tough.
That's okay. We'll be practicing those. A little bit here and a little bit there.
Yep.
So anyway, you ready to go back? You want to try anything else?
I'm happy with that, man.
All right.
I'm ready to go back. Thank you so much.
Let's do it. You're welcome. So is the airplane flying by itself? Like, is it trimmed?
No. Pitch. Okay.
Yeah. Get this airplane.
Power.
Yeah.
And then trim.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Go ahead and take me down to 2,000. Well, take me down a little bit, around 2,500 or down to 2,000 actually.
Okay.
And we'll go back to the west. Unfortunately, we'll have to look. I'm sorry. Go to the north.
Go to the north. Okay.
Yeah.
And you said 2,500?
Take me down to 2,000.
2,000? Okay, sure.
Yep.
And you said north? Yeah.
That is correct.
Okay.
I'm not too picky right now. It's just kind of give you a heading to kind of fly. All right, cool.
Sure.
So is the airplane going to fly itself?
Oh,
pretty much.
No, it's not actually. I have to give her a bit of a trim.
Okay.
I want to try to shoot for 500 feet per minute.
You do? Oh, that's fine. If you want. That's about a normal, but I'm not going to hold you to that standard right now.
Okay.
as long as the airplane is flying pretty well and we're going north-ish and we got a little bit of a descent, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
If you want to get us down to 2,000 feet first and then kind of get it flying happy, that's fine. We can do that too.
Yeah. Oh man, this is so much fun. 1,000, okay. A bit more. And then 50 feet beforehand, add power, and that should, maybe a little too much power there. Oh, that's not too bad, that's 2,000.
Okay, so yeah, get that pitch power trim.
Okay, yep.
Sam Exec 3 Delta November entering downwind, runway 5 will be a touch and go close traffic, Sam Exec.
A little bit more power there. Okay. Alright, that's decent. Well, actually, no, we're still descending, sorry. Okay. That's not decent. Alright. Roughly 2,000.
Cool. Alright, awesome. So ding, your autopilot just came on. That's me.
Okay.
Alright.
You are my autopilot.
That's right. I should warn you, I'm a terrible autopilot though.
Yeah, that's alright.
I fail all the time. No. Okay, so go ahead and plug into the GPS to go to Peter O'Knight.
Okay. Oh.
Just touch the screen. So touch the K.
Oh,
you've already got it
okay.
in there. Okay. And now touch down here and hit T.
Okay, very good, thank you.
And touch, you can just touch like where the P is, and then it'll be right there. And then where the F is. There it is. Now you can hit enter and activate. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
November left base.
Cool. So there it is. It looks like it'll take us kind of on the north side of those towers, so that's good. And we don't want to go into those towers.
No, we don't.
Yep. So how far are we from the airport now?
17.1 nautical miles.
Cool. So before we go into that airport, I still got the controls. Before we go into the airport, what do we want to do? What do we want to know?
We want to go ahead and check the AWAS.
That is correct. Now, why am I not hearing anything? Or on COM 2.
5, altimeter 3.
Watch this here. We're going to actually just switch over
Density
to COM 1. Now we're talking and listening.
100.
Got it. Very good.
Tampa, Peter O'Knight Airport. Automated weather observation 225-9er. Zulu, weather, wind 0-9er. 0 at 8, visibility 10, ceiling 10,000, overcast, temperature 27 Celsius. Dew point 15, altimeter 300-9er. Remark. Density altitude 1,300.
3009. Okay, our winds are at 090. Only 10 degrees off from
Tampa,
what they were.
Peter O'Knight Airport. Automated weather.
We have all the information, so I'm going to go ahead and just switch off of there.
All right.
And do you want to? No, COM 1. I'm sorry. Okay, winds are at 090, so we'll land 04.
Okay.
Visibility 10 miles, overcast 10,000, temperature 27, dew point 15, 3009, altimeter, density altitude 1300. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sounds good. All right, so how do you want to enter the pattern at 0?
What I would like to do is Usually we come in from the southeast, and then we last time we there's some towers, not some towers, the stacks, and we flew. No, wait, we're landing 04, not 22.
That is correct.
So 04, we want to enter. We can now enter the 45 because we're not landing 22. We're landing 04, so we can enter 45 to the downwind.
Yep. So what is that 45 to the downwind heading? So let's take our runway, 04.
Okay.
Right?
Can I use the heading bug?
Absolutely. So set that for 04.
Okay, it's 04.
Okay. What is the reciprocal? So what's the opposite of 4? 04. What's the other runway?
22.
22. So 220 is the reciprocal. That's our downwind heading.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to actually, because we're coming from the left, we're going to add 45 degrees to that.
Okay.
So what is our heading for our 45 degree entry? 220 plus 45?
Oh, 85.
Nope.
No. 04.
No. 220 plus 45.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That would be 325.
Nope.
No,
It's okay. So here's 220.
Okay, yeah.
And the 45 is somewhere right around here. It's 265.
Okay.
So we're going to turn to 265. I'm going to turn it to right there.
Okay.
Okay. Now watch this. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna play a trick on you. No, I'm gonna hit the OBS mode.
Okay.
All right. The OBS mode is a feature or function that I'll show you how to use. You know, you'll get plenty of practice doing that. But we're pretty much almost on that line.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna let you take over the controls of the airplane.
I have the controls.
You have the controls. We're coming up. We're about 11 miles.
Traffic, helicopter 1 is 5 miles.
I'll let you make your 10-mile call. You can just say that we're 10 miles to the east, inbound for the pattern, runway 4.
Okay. Ready?
Go.
Peter Night traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie, approximately 10 miles to the east, runway 4, Peter O.
That's fine.
Did I miss something?
I usually say inbound for the pattern,
That's it.
runway 4.
Left downwind for runway 5.
All right, so there's that line. So I want you to see if you can track that line.
Okay. You want me to stay at about 1,000 once we reach it?
1,000 feet, yep.
Okay.
You got it.
And we have 1,600 above us. Probably not really a factor, but
Probably not.
no. Okay. It looks like it's pretty much. Okay. It's almost this road, but then off to the left a little bit.
King Air 441 Alpha Lima is on left downwind at 1600 for runway 5.
Add a little bit more power here.
Center traffic, helicopter 1 is about a 3-mile final for 23. We're just through the GPS approach. We've got the King Air in sight. We'll drop to the south of the center line before you get on your final. Hey, thanks. 1 Alpha Lima.
Okay. So at 5, 352 Charlie, approximately 5 miles to the east, inbound for the pattern, runway 4.
Yep.
Okay.
Or you can say inbound on the 45 degree entry for the downwind, runway 4.
Okay.
You know, if you wanted to call it that at 5 miles, you could do that.
Okay. Inbound for the 45 degree entry, runway 4.
Hold on a second. Aviate, navigate, then communicate, right?
Yeah, sorry.
We're losing about 100 or 200 feet right there.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, cool. So fly the airplane, make sure it's going the way you want it to. So, Peter Night traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie, 5 miles to the east, on the 45 degree entry for the downwind, runway 4, Peter Night.
Okay.
Go ahead and bring us up a little bit more, so because we never really got back up to that 1,000 feet.
Yep. Apologies.
No, don't apologize. Why we practice.
Yep.
Center traffic, helicopter 1 is 1 mile east of the field. Still got the King Air in sight. We'll pass behind, so we'll be landing on flight 3 for Bravo. Venice traffic, 441 Alpha Lima is on a left base, runway 5.
You good making the call, or do you want me to make the call?
I would like to do it.
Go for it then.
Even though we're 6, is that cool?
No. I want you to be prepared here. Keep that nose up. Okay. I want you to be prepared to make the call. I don't want us going like at 5.2 trying to figure out who's going to make the call. You know.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready to make the call,
okay,
go for it, and Just see how it comes out. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, whatever. We're practicing.
Can you repeat it just one more time real quick?
Peter Knight traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie, 5 miles to the east on the 45-degree entry for the downwind, runway 4.
Okay. Peter Knight traffic, 3552 Charlie. I'm sorry, go ahead.
5 miles to the east.
5 miles to the east on the 45-degree entry for runway 4, Peter.
All right.
Yeah, I know that wasn't perfect.
It wasn't, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to practice. So,
yeah.
So here, I got the controls.
You have the controls.
Say it to me again.
Okay. Peter Knight traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie, approximately 5 miles to the east, on the 45-degree entry for inbound for the 45-degree entry, runway 4.
Okay. So whether you say on or inbound,
Peter,
I'm not too worried about that.
Papa Romeo taxi from the hangar to 22, Peter O.
And Peter Knight traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie. We're about 3.5 miles for the 45-degree entry for the downwind, runway 4. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, we'll do 4 also, 5 Papa Romeo. Like taking off over the water, but yeah, if you're using 4, we'll take 4. 5 Papa Romeo taxiing 4, crossing 3618, Peter O.
Thank you for your assistance, sir.
All right.
My pleasure.
So, yeah, I don't really want to be landing with a tailwind.
Yeah.
But anyway, so when you say the 45, you said a couple of times you said the 45 for runway 4. Well, the 45 degree for runway 4 is like over this way, kind of coming in on a 45 degree, where the 45 for the downwind.
Got it.
So
45 for the downwind.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep. So here we go. Here we are. We're 1,000 feet. Airplane's happy. It's it's trimmed. It's flying. Happily, whatever. And we're going to turn. I'll let you take the controls.
Okay, I have the controls.
You have the controls, and kind of turn us for a heading of approximately 220.
Okay.
And now we're going to make the call. If you want to say we're entering the downwind for runway 4.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Peter Knight traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie entering the downwind for runway 4, Peter O. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Just got to practice.
And look outside, and if you see yourself getting pushed this way, kind of come back a little bit more. Maybe like a 200 or a 210 heading, something in that range, just so you can kind of keep tracking out this way. Cool.
Okay, got it.
There's the runway.
Yep.
I'm going to let you fly it all the way, and I'll do the actual landing. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So here's the numbers. Let's go ahead and bring power to 1,600 RPMs.
1,600.
That's it.
Okay.
And let's put in the first notch of flaps.
Okay.
And when you're ready, turn for the edge of the island.
All right, first notch going down.
Yep. And you
Crystal Lima traffic.
You can call that we're turning base.
5 mile west
for runway 4.
at 3000, heading to north. Crystal Lima traffic.
Peter Knight traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie, turning base, runway 4, Peter O.
Keep turning for the edge of the island, otherwise we're in danger anyway of going into McDill's airspace.
Okay.
Cool. Let's do the second notch of flaps. Cool. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
We just got to keep it under 85 knots. If the nose wants to pop up a little bit, that's fine. You can let it pop up a little bit. And actually, here, my controls.
Okay, you have the controls.
All right, yep. I'm taking power all the way up because with that tailwind, this is kind of...
Peter Knight traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie, turning final, runway 4, full stop, Peter Knight.
All right, cool. So here we go. We're coming in for runway 4. Got flaps all the way in, and I'm going to use that, what we call the wing low method, for the, which is basically the same thing as kind of the side slip, but I'm just going to be descending like this right here to counteract that wind. So I got just a little bit of right aileron and a little bit of left rudder.
Yep.
And as I come into ground effect like this right here, I might have to throw in a little bit of right rudder, because see how the nose wants to go to the left?
Yes.
All right, there.
Yep.
That was a little rough.
Good job.
Not too bad, huh?
Good job.
Thank you. And we'll get it down here. So we'll clear, call, and clean up.
Okay.
If you would like to make that call.
Peter Night traffic, Skyhawk 3552 Charlie, clear of runway 4, Peter O.
All right, and let's do the cleanup.
Okay.
So that'll be the after landing.
Okay, flaps up, strobes off, landing light off, taxi light on. Still heat off. Never had it. Mixture, ground operation. We're gonna do the fingertip.
Yep.
Right there.
Cool.
How's that? Okay. Trim. Back to take off. Very good. And transponder. Well, we're good.
Yep.
All right.
Cool. Let's go park this puppy.
Yep.
So the we had a little bit extra ground speed on the base. That's why I took the power out and we kind of dropped a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So that we wouldn't stay high, you know, for the remainder of the turn to final.
Okay.
Now, if you think about it, though, what we're doing is we're looking about for each of those turns, we're looking about 90 degrees. You know, from here, we're looking about 90 degrees out of our range or whatever, right?
Yeah.
We're looking 90 degrees to the right or 90 degrees to the left, no matter which way we're going, and looking for a spot that we're turning towards, right? Isn't that what we were just doing by doing the S-turns and turns around a point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's helping you to kind of know about how much bank you should have to end that turn about the spot that you want to end that turn.
Got it.
How about that for application?
Yep. Very good, man. I'm gonna go home and watch this flight too, and
All right.
I'll learn a lot from it.
All set for
Peter
Tuesday.
O, Chancellor 805 Papa Romeo taking 4 in the pattern. Peter O.
Which spot would you like me to take?
Any of them.
Any of them?
Yep.
I'll go back.
That far on the right one.
Okay, sure.
All right, now look ahead of you and aim towards whatever building, wingtip, whatever the line on the ground, whatever it is that you want to track towards, and keep that on the same spot in the dash. There's a bump with the rope. That was good.
Good.
Cool. All right.
Okay. Securing ELT verify silent. So,
what frequency transmits does our ELT transmit on?
it's 121.5, but there's a, I don't know if it's on this one. Isn't there a trick? You hold.
So it's funny that you said that, because I know it's on this one. I was talking with the guys who were trying to figure out if it has it on here or not. I don't know if it does or not. But what you can do is you can press and hold on the flip-flop button.
Okay.
Now, I've already got 121.5 in there, so I'm not going to bother with it, but you can press and hold and it'll flip it over.
Okay.
So if I flip this to active, and yep, no laser gun sound, that's good. That's the way we want it. So we'll flip that back. Okay, cool.
Okay, very good. Avionics are going off.
Okay.